Okay, so Iman Gadzhi became the co-owner of Whop. It's a big move and also a fucking genius move at the same time. So if you don't know what Whop is, it's basically a tech company slash software that does a bunch of shit to facilitate the whole process of selling and hosting digital products and information and info products online. So as you will see in this video, it's an incoming unicorn company. For people that don't know what a unicorn company means, it's basically a startup company valued at over $1 billion, which is privately owned. So here's why Iman Gadzhi made a fucking genius move, is probably gonna be a billionaire in the next coming years. But most importantly, why it's a big deal for you behind the screen, whether you're trying to make money online as a complete beginner, whether you have some decent experience in the info product space, whether you've sold them in for yourself. I'm going to show you why it affects you and how you can capitalize on this opportunity before it gets flooded with 8-year-olds pitching creators to build school communities and take 50% because they don't want to learn the real hard skills and do the real hard work behind efficiently scaling and selling info products online. So let's start with who is Iman Gadzhi. So if you live in a cave or something and you don't know who is Iman Gadzhi, he's one of the main pioneers in the make money online and online entrepreneurship space. He's been uploading his entire journey for about 10 years now. He's got about 5.5 million followers on YouTube, and he got well known by speaking about starting an SMMA agency, and now in 2025 he's shifting more into personal branding and selling digital products. So why did Iman invest in Whop especially? Well, Iman has been saying for the last 10 years that he's been the king at selling info products, which is fairly true. He has made around 9 figures from info products, which is around $100 million. And when he started off, he was struggling with all the payment processing, getting contracts signed, and all that jazz stuff. But now that Whop has come along and fixed those problems for people that wanted to start today, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. So I'm going to explain a little bit more in details what that software does. So you're probably wondering, is Whop really worth using? I'd say big yes, although you don't want to only use Whop to sell your offers, okay? As a business, Whop's really easy to use. For someone that's not using Whop, they're likely gonna process their payments on Stripe. They're gonna get their contract signed on PandaDoc or DocuSign. They're gonna host their community on Discord. They're gonna host their courses and coaching calls on School, and it's all split up and really messy. When you're using Whop, all those things, affiliate apps, and any other thing you can possibly think of, it's all hosted in the platform. So my point with not only using Whop is pretty simple, okay? First, Whop has a really easy landing page design building system, okay? It lets you put your little VSL, video sales letter, if you don't know what it is. It lets you put frequently asked questions, more about the founder, who joined in the community, FAQs and all that little stuff. And overall, it gives you a pretty decent sales page for a beginner. Now, if I were to only use Whop to host my product, I'd sell some kind of free community or low ticket info product like an ebook or some kind of PDFs. The downside with only using Whop is that you'll hardly convert anybody, okay? I've seen a lot of creators with hundreds of thousands of followers only redirecting their attention to a Whop link and only having like 17 members, okay? With only Whop, you won't scale to 6 figures a month, and you have to get your lead to go to some kind of process like your funnel, lead acquisition, sales process, and all that boring stuff. So I think Whop for hosting your product after your lead went into your funnel and your ecosystem is really a great platform to put your offer in. So to give you a bit more context, Whop's users are currently processing about $100 million worth of digital products every month, and they're planning on selling $400 million of digital products by the end of this year. Iman has been trying to diversify his income from selling courses himself for a while now. Okay, he's got Flozy, which is a software. He's got Gadzhi, which is his eyewear brand. He's got Big Day, which is an energy drink, and now he's the corner of Whop, okay? So next thing you know, Iman buying into Whop will help it grow quicker, will make millions in return to Iman, and will give Iman a better image. Because if you didn't realize, courses are a bit of a dirty word in the online space, and there's probably people that think that Iman is a scammer, millions of people. So as a result, Iman's gonna have huge amounts of credibility, because in a year or so, he'll be able to call himself the co-owner of a billion-dollar company. So it's great to talk about the success of Iman, but why does it affect you behind the screen? A thing that is happening right now, as I thought, is that everyone's gonna be slinging info in the next few months and years, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, okay? It's a bad thing if you're the guy watching thousands of hours of YouTube videos and podcasts and never taking action because you're too scared and overwhelmed by all these flashy business models. And it's okay, it's understandable. I've been through that phase. Now, it could be a good thing for you if you either have some attention, you have a bit of knowledge, and you're able to get someone from point A to point B, or if you're the guy like me who's scaling these education businesses and basically being the backend systems of the creator's business. For most of you behind the screen, you either don't have the knowledge, don't have the results, and don't have the skills to teach something actually valuable for an offer to even sell. But what's beautiful with the info product space is you're not out of the game. You don't have to sit on the sidelines and watch all these gurus buying their mom's dreams house at 14 years old, okay? You can literally pick someone that already has attention, already has been through the struggle of building a personal brand and has some kind of success in his niche, partner with them, make them a shit ton of money, and take ideally 10 to 30% profit share. Most of you all know it, the online education industry is growing by almost 10% per year. It's expected to be at $300 billion by the end of this decade, and Iman just threw a fucking match in the bath of fuel. So to go back on Whop a little, Whop's ultimate goal is to get the whole fucking world on their platform to sell digital products and become like the Amazon, but for online education purposes. So now that Iman became the co-owner of the platform, he's gonna start to tell everybody and teach everybody how to start their own personal brand and start their own shit and start monetizing the attention they get. That obviously will create thousands of customers, but what also tends to happen is that the demand for weapon will only get exponentially bigger, okay? More and more people will be fighting for attention and fighting for customers to buy their course. Okay, what I mean by weapons is people or a team to help with all the marketing stuff, the email sequences, the copywriting, the funneling, the sales process, the automations, and all the marketing stuff behind scaling an offer. So if you learn these skills and you accept that, yes, maybe this business model is hard for beginners and not as shiny as faceless TikTok pages, but you accept to play the long-term game and be able to scale way much faster than any business model in the whole fucking world, then I jump right into this opportunity. I jump right in the trenches and start pitching weapons to those soldiers. What you can also do right now is hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you know when I'll actually drop sauce on how to sell those weapons. So when you think about it, more and more gurus will need more and more people who can write their copy, build their funnels, manage their sales teams, and just handle all the backend systems. So once you'll have a strong foundation on marketing and info product scaling as a whole, you'll need to actually start finding potential clients to offer them your services. Now, the obvious answer is typical outreach, right? You find prospects on IG, on X, on YouTube, on TikTok, whatever, and you ideally pitch them via Instagram DMs or cold email. But that's where Whop comes in, okay? You have all these personal brands and creators hosting their info products on Whop, and they all have public dashboards, so you can see their results. So all of a sudden, you have a tsunami of opportunities to you. So you find one, you go into their funnel, you find gaps, and you offer this creator to fix these gaps and to help him scale his info product. So I genuinely think that the info product space is the best vehicle to your success, and I wouldn't go anywhere else. But even if I say this, you're gonna continue scrolling on your YouTube feed and you'll find another guru telling you that his business model is the best way. So me saying this doesn't really affect anything, but the main goal of this channel is to show you the harsh truth about making money online, and of course document the whole process so I can tell you one day that I was right all along. Now, obviously, with that growing industry, that means more people will get into that space, more competition will come. That means more people will try to sell weapons to the gurus. That means it will get harder over time. So if you start right now, not in 3 months, start now, you can get ahead of everyone in this space and you'll be closer to living that lifestyle that you initially wanted. So if you kind of think that this video was a little bit helpful, you can hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and all that jazz stuff so you know when new videos come out. You can also sub to my newsletter in the description. I'm planning on dropping some nuclear emails to entertain you, but most importantly, educate you on the info world. And now, if you're a creator that wants or currently selling info and you want me and my team to personally help you scale your education business or start and scale your education business to 6 figures a month by implementing proven systems, you can go get my help in the description. You'll only need to watch a really quick video. So goodbye and hopefully see you in the next vids.